Imagine walking through the vast African savannah 1.5 million years ago. The sun is setting, and the night is coming alive with the sounds of distant roars and growls. You are one of the first humans, an early Homo erectus. You have fire, stone tools, and intelligence. But you are not the top predator here, because out in the darkness, something is watching. Something fast, powerful, and relentless. A predator that doesn't just hunt other animals, but hunts humans. This was Lycaon sekowei, an ancient werewolf-like predator that ruled Africa long before lions and hyenas took over. A creature so formidable and ruthless that it may have shaped the way humans evolved. Tonight, we uncover the story of the prehistoric beast that hunted our ancestors. Chapter 1: A World of Hunters and Hunted. The Africa of 1.5 million years ago was a land of giants and killers. Saber-toothed cats like Meganterion lurked in the shadows. Gigantic hyenas, larger than today's spotted hyenas, scavenged and killed in brutal packs. Ancient crocodiles and giant pythons ambushed anything that came too close to the water. But among these monsters was another kind of killer. Not a big cat, not a bear, not even a reptile. Instead, it was something far closer to what we know today, yet still unlike anything alive now. A giant wolf-like predator with the speed of a greyhound, the endurance of a hyena, and the killing efficiency of a lion. This was Lycaon sekowei. Chapter 2: The Beast That Was Built for the Hunt. At first glance, Lycaon sekowei might look like a modern African wild dog, but it was far deadlier. This predator was larger, stronger, and more dangerous than its modern relatives. It stood over 3 feet tall at the shoulder and weighed nearly 200 pounds, almost twice the size of today's African wild dogs. It had long, muscular legs, built for speed and endurance. But what made it truly terrifying was its jaws. Massive, bone-crushing teeth designed to rip through flesh and shatter bones. A bite force so strong it could break the legs of prey in seconds. And razor-sharp fangs perfect for slicing through muscle and tendons. This was not just an ordinary canine. This was a hyper-efficient killer. Chapter 3: The Hunting Strategy That Made It Unstoppable. Lions rely on power. Cheetahs rely on speed. Hyenas rely on numbers. But Lycaon sekowei had something else: endurance. It was a persistence hunter. Instead of relying on short bursts of speed, it could run for miles, chasing prey until it collapsed from exhaustion. And unlike modern wild dogs, it may have hunted alone or in small packs, meaning early humans stood no chance if they were caught alone. It could run for hours, tracking a wounded or weakened animal, or a tired human, until there was no escape. And once it closed the distance, the kill was quick, a bite to the legs to cripple the prey. Massive jaws crushing bones, preventing escape, a brutal throat bite to end the hunt. Early humans with their primitive weapons and slower speeds, were easy targets. And worse, Lycaon sekowei could hunt at night, which meant if you were an early human, you were never safe. Chapter 4. How it hunted early humans. We often think of early humans as the hunters, but for millions of years, we were the hunted. Early Homo erectus wasn't strong. We didn't have sharp claws. We weren't the fastest runners. We had no armor or tough skin. The only thing we had was our intelligence, and Lycaon sekowei didn't care. It hunted early humans just like it hunted any other prey. Archaeological evidence suggests that some Homo erectus remains show bite marks that match those of large prehistoric canines. This means early humans likely had to fight for survival against this beast, just as they did against leopards, saber-toothed cats, and hyenas. But something strange happened. Over time, early humans got better at avoiding predators. They started sticking together in larger groups. They developed better weapons, sharpened wooden spears, and primitive stone tools. They learned to control fire, scaring away night hunters. They adapted to outsmart predators rather than fight them. And eventually, Lycaon sekowei became the hunted. Chapter 5. The Fall of the Prehistoric Werewolf. For over 1,000,000 years, Lycaon sekowei ruled the African plains. But around 500,000 years ago, something changed. Climate shifts altered the landscape, reducing its hunting grounds. Competition with lions, hyenas, and leopards increased. And most importantly, humans evolved. By this time, Homo erectus had become smarter. They had better hunting strategies, stronger weapons, and larger social groups. Instead of being prey, early humans started competing directly with Lycaon sekowei for food. And slowly, the great predators' numbers began to decline. By the time modern Homo sapiens appeared, Lycaon sekowei was gone. Chapter 6. The Legacy of the Beast. Today, Lycaon sekowei's closest relative is the African wild dog. Smaller, less powerful, but still one of the most successful pack hunters in the world. But imagine if its giant prehistoric cousin had survived. Imagine an African wild dog, twice as large, with bone-crushing jaws, hunting in the dark. It may be extinct, but its legacy remains. Because for millions of years, our ancestors had to fight creatures like this to survive. And in a way, the fear of predators like Lycaon sekowei shaped who we are today. Conclusion. The prehistoric nightmare that hunted us. We often think of monsters as myths, werewolves, beasts lurking in the dark. But millions of years ago, one of those monsters was real. It was faster than us, stronger than us, and it hunted us in the night. But in the end, we survived, and it didn't. Because even in a world of monsters, humans learned to fight back. If you found this story of the werewolf-like hunter of early humans fascinating, check out this next video for another deep dive into Earth's forgotten killers.